Hey everybody, sorry I look a mess, but I'm not feeling well today. But as promised, I will be doing a tutorial. It's just going to be just some basic makeup. I've been in the bed all day just dealing with sinuses and stuff, as you can tell from all of this. But I'm going to try to go through what I do on a daily basis, like for my everyday looks, because some of you guys always ask me that. And the first video was kind of fast. Just wanted to get it out there. Yay. And so I did. But now I can kind of go a little slower and show you guys what I do pretty much on a daily basis. Some of it switches up every once in a while. First, I am going to add a primer by MAC all over my face. Although I'm just going out to dinner with my friends, if it's hot in there, sometimes makeup sweats off and runs. You don't want it to do that, so it just kind of keeps your makeup on until you take it off. And I always kind of rub it back. I don't know if I'm impatient or what. The next thing I do is I start my eyebrow. And as you can see, they probably need done. They're naturally not very thick. So I use a little spoolie brush. And I brush them up into a natural shape. Like that. And then I take my eyebrow marker pen thing. It's not like a pen or a marker. It's kind of in between. But I take it and I barely wing out, creating the illusion of a full brow. See, it's not too much. It looks very natural. You just need a little bit. Now, for those of you who are anti-fill your eyebrows, then this is not for you. You know, move on to the next step. It's fine. But for those of you who send me messages and want to know how I get my eyebrows to look real and natural, this is how. Now, naturally, my eyebrows are actually lighter, a little lighter than my hair. So that's initially how I started to fill them in. But if you find something that works for you, then you just do that. The next thing I'm going to do, in my last video, I said that this was Milk by e.l.f. No, it's Milk by NYX. Sorry about that. And this is used to prime the eye. You need this if you want your eyeshadow to stay on all day. I literally do not reapply eyeshadow at all. Even after ministering in dance where I sweat from my head. So it comes from my head down to my face. And my eyeshadow is still perfectly, completely intact. And if you use bold colors, it kind of helps to hold it. I know it's on there kind of thick. I use a brush to kind of thin it out a bit. Rub it in a bit. Just smooth it out. But you don't want to rub it to, you know, in too much to where it's not there anymore. Just kind of pat it, you know. Make it even because you don't want creases. And this kind of holds everything together as far as your eyebrows. I'm sorry if I keep sniffling, guys. Like I said, I've been dealing with sinuses all day. So I'm kind of a little sniffly. I'm not doing anything too special to... Well, I am doing something special, but not like... I'm not going to work or school or anything like that. I'm just having dinner with a few of my friends. So Of course, you know, I want to be on point, but it's not, you know, super important for me to look like the belle of the ball, I guess. So I am going to take my light brown color from my Dark Rose palette from BH Cosmetics, and I go into the corners to brighten my eyes up a bit. And remember, guys, don't rub, tap. I'm not sure what this light is making this look like, but I'll make sure that I take pictures at the end so that you guys can see the end result. Because everything probably looks white. Because I feel like I'm far away from the camera. I have a few devices that I use to record. And right now I'm in the process of seeing which devices work the best. So just hang in there with me, guys, and bear with me. Again, we're tapping the color on there until you get it to its desired thickness, for lack of a better word. And I really use this color every day, like as my base. It's always my base. And then I always switch up around the corners and things like that. I'm going in with a little transition color, which is a dark brown. Since I'm dark brown, what you do to the one eye, you do to the other. And I do circles, and then I just kind of blend it until it disappears. You don't want any harsh lines. Just for kicks, I'm just going to add a little bit of a purple since I'm going to do a purple lipstick. So just to kind of bring everything together. I wish you guys could see it the way that it is coming off. It's very pretty and festive. It's one of my girls' birthdays, so just because you're not feeling well doesn't mean you have to look like it, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the eyebrow up underneath. I told you guys it's time for me to get them done, and I have not yet. So I take a little concealer. Now this is by e.l.f. and it's way lighter. So I use a brush with a foundation on it that is a color close to my skin tone. And I blend it back until it disappears. Because this is really to give your eyebrows that lift. And you just keep rubbing that back. Until it disappears. See that? It's all gone. And those eyebrows look way better. Now I told you guys before, I don't usually use dark filler for my eyebrows. But I have been because I am out of my brown in the same brand by BH Cosmetics that I usually use. So just for the sake of showing you the tutorial, I'm going to do it. Now it's time for liner. It's a liner pen. It looks like a Sharpie almost. This is my favorite kind of liner because it gives you that dramatic line and it brings everything together. So we have the eyes. Since I'm going to do purple on my lips, I'm going to have a little fun and I'm going to do purple up underneath my eye. Just cause I want to. And that's cute. Okay, so back to the lips. I'm lining with a purple, a deep purple, because, and this liner is from Hot Topic. It may be discontinued. I got this a long time ago. I remember they had a line of colors that were just like really bold and really pretty. I went there and got some other colors and they're not quite like the first set of colors. So when you find something and you like it, get more than one. See, this is the other lip liner that I got from Hot Topic. It's kind of the same color, but it breaks easier, whereas that one I've had for years and it barely broke. Okay, so we got the eyes and we got the lips lined, so I'm going to do the skin. Going in with a light liquid foundation. You basically just need enough to tie your skin together, especially if you don't have a lot of problem areas. You don't need a whole bunch of foundation. You don't want to look like you're on your way to be buried. And I'm just using my beauty blender and I'm blending this out. And I don't know if you can tell, but that gets this foundation really, really, really even. And that's the key. I did a makeup tutorial class with a group of young girls. And they were surprised that I wore foundation. Because they kept saying, oh, it looks like your skin. Well, it's supposed to look like your skin. You don't want to be overdone, ladies. You just want to, you know, polish it up a little bit. Alright, so there's my foundation. Nice and even. I could really stop there, but being a makeup girl, of course I'm not going to stop there. Got to do a little bit, you know, of highlight and contour, especially since I have some sinus issues going on. I want to kind of camouflage that. I know that there are a lot of people out there in YouTube land, social media land, who don't like highlighting and contouring. Again, if you don't, this isn't for you. Remember, I'm only going 1 to 2 shades lighter than my natural skin tone. If you're a chocolate girl like me, you should not be using pearl white. That is not cute. And keep in mind that I do have lighting in here, so it may come off as if it's light, super light, but it really isn't. It's only about 2 shades lighter than my natural skin tone. Unless you're going to be a mime, your makeup, your highlight should not be super, super light. That's my personal opinion. The good thing about makeup is that you can do what works for you. Alright, so we highlighted it, which we brought out the eyes. And now I'm going to contour or bring back. Now I have a Caribbean nose, and I'll just say this, I love me, every point of me. So, you know, I can make snaps about my nose and things like that, but it's mine, and I love it. And just as you go to the gym to work out, to get your body in order, I use makeup to enhance the beauty that God gave me. And if you're into makeup, that should be your mindset, you know. It's not to cover up who you are, but it's to enhance the God-given beauty that you already have. I'm definitely going to have to take some pictures, because from where I'm sitting, the light makes it look like it's just so dramatic. It really isn't. It really isn't. I'll make sure I take phone pictures and pictures on my camera and put it into the video so that you guys can see. Now, I've given this the opportunity to cook. To cook means to set. So the powder has set. So now I'm going to use a fluffy brush and I'm going to blend. That's the key, honeys. Blend, blend, blend. This light is really picking up this highlight, like seriously. So I'm going to make sure I take pictures so you guys can see that it's not that deep. Alright, so we got that blended. I go in with a mineral powder, and this is totally optional. The reason why I do it is because I love mineral powder, and it's a step that I use even when I don't contour, because believe it or not, there are some days I don't contour, especially if I'm just like running to the grocery store or something. Like, yeah, shoot, sometimes when I go to class. I may just have on some basic things. And I just went in with a mineral powder and just kind of tied everything together. And again, my skin looks like skin, but there are areas that are highlighted and there are areas that are contoured. Now I'm going to use a finishing spray in a matte finish by NYX. And these are good too. If you are an oily person, you might want to try the matte. If you are, if you want a dewy finish, then you might want to try the dewy version. These are good products, and they're not super expensive either. Alright, so I'm going to let that set. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my lipstick on. I'm going to use Cyber by MAC. It's fall, so I'm going to do a nice dark lip. Alright, now that my finishing powder is done, I'm going to go in with a little blush. Really, I didn't use much blush. It's just whatever's left on this brush, actually. And there you have it. There is the look for today. Hopefully, you can see it and it doesn't look too washed out. Alright, guys. I'm going to head on out of here. I got to meet my girls in a few. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night.